Okay, so how long have you and Jill been together?
It will be 6 years in February.
What do you and your family identify as religiously?
We don't, really. I think we both believe, but we were both raised Catholic, and I know that I don't participate in the Catholic religion anymore, just because their beliefs are not the same as mine. So we have talked about finding a church home, but we haven't ever.
How significant was religion in your family growing up? Like your extended family or anything?
It was pretty significant. Very Catholic family. I grew up in a smaller town, and it was just what you did. Sunday mornings you went to church. Sunday school. Wednesdays were dedicated to church nights. Did the whole baptism, confirmation, First Communion. Up until college, it was very important.
Was it hard for you to come out to your family?
Yeah, the family was the hardest. I kind of kept it to myself for a while, and met some people that were gay also, and started hanging out with them, and then slowly started coming out with my friends, or coming out to my friends, and my family actually was the last to know.
Who exactly was the hardest to tell and why?
Probably my parents, I think, because I cared so deeply of what they thought for me. And so it was really hard. And I just remember I was sitting on my current girlfriend's front porch just crying, or my girlfriend's at the time, just crying and crying and crying, and I just came out and said it. I'm gay. And that you feel better, but you don't really, because you don't know what they're going to say. You don't. And my dad, he said, yeah, and I'm sure that's been really hard for you. Like, he got it. My mom, she didn't say anything. And I remember saying, Mom? And she said, I'm here, I just don't have anything to say right now. So she came from like a smaller, more conservative family, and my dad they were Catholic, but they were more on the liberal side, so they were very open to my lifestyle, and my mom and her side of the family, they had a little bit harder time adjusting to it.
Was an agenda ever forced upon you growing up, as in, was it stressed that you were supposed to marry a man?
No, it was never forced. I think growing up in the small town where I grew up, it's just what you did. It's just what everybody around you was doing. I remember hearing stories or about people that were gay, and it would kind of pique my interest a little bit. But no, nothing was ever forced. We were raised, you accept people for who they are.
How did your family react to your relationship with Jill?
By the time Jill came around, I had been out for a while, and so they accepted her with open arms, and it's just like it was supposed to be that way.
How has your family's attitude changed about your sexuality over the years?
I think, like me, they just kind of grew and learned more about the culture, because it is a completely different culture, and so they have grown with me, and now it's just normal. I mean, it's not normal, but it's just how it is.
And then how did you feel about entering into the foster to adopt process? Were there any obstacles that you had to overcome?
Well, we had some previous experience with kids in the foster care, and so we knew there was going to be some bumps, but mostly we were really excited and ready for the adventure. As far as obstacles, no, not really. The only obstacle that we will have to jump through is that since, and I don't know if it's just because we're a same-sex couple and we're not married, we would have to be married to adopt children out of foster care. I don't know if that's for straight couples or not.
And then if you could go back in time, what would you tell your younger self and why?
I think I would tell myself, I don't know. I think if I would have been in a place where there were more homosexual people and it was more part of the norm, maybe I would have came out sooner. I'm not sure if I would change anything. I don't know.
Well, sounds good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.